The COVID-19 second outbreak has certainly been a worse one. The fears, the anxieties, and the anticipations with the COVID have not only taken a toll on the people's emotional health but also has made those people more vulnerable to infection, those who are of nervous constitution. As a homeopath, people have been approaching me during certain stages of the disease for treatment and consultation. People have been approaching me during the very initial stages when they are getting anxious but not have yet developed the physical symptoms. People have also been approaching me during the course of treatment when they are unable to cope up with the side effects of the medicines. Or people have also been approaching me when their relatives are in the intensive care units with the deteriorating lung conditions and the dropping oxygen levels, with the hope of some homeopathic treatment to relieve them. I would like to focus on the first case today. About 4 to 5 days back, I had a call from a patient about the middle-aged man. It was a video online consultation. The wife said that the husband was feeling very anxious and dull since morning, and he was feeling very feverish and needed to consult. So when I spoke to the patient and asked about his reason for anxiety, he said that past 2 days he has been getting news of deaths of certain relatives and news from the office and also from the society and the media. And this made him think that he was now suffering from the COVID infection as well. When I asked him that how was he so sure that he was suffering from the infection, he said that his friends had confirmed the symptoms that he was suffering from COVID. When asked about the symptoms, he said that he was having slight ache in the throat. He was feeling feverish and he was feeling breathless. When his oxygen level was checked, it was pretty normal at 98. His body temperature was normal, his BP was normal, though he looked dull and very anxious. Homeopathic medicine was given to him based on his the symptoms at that time, on his anxiety levels. And I told them to report me after 24 hours. The next day, after 12 hours, I got a call from the patient that the patient was doing extremely well. He had had his breakfast. He went for his normal morning walk and he had no signs of any anxiety, and he was feeling quite confident now. He was also feeling cheerful. So I want to stress at this stage is that if the patient had not taken care of his anxiety levels, either by medication or by himself, it was very probable that within the next few hours he would have developed the symptoms of the infection. So it is so important to take care of this bad anxiety. So taking care of ourselves and being cautious, being activated is the good anxiety, but the bad anxiety is something that takes a toll on you. Anxiety increases the risk of developing illnesses by altering the immune system and making the person more susceptible to the attack by viruses or flu. So it is so important to maintain a positive attitude. Replace your negative thoughts with the positive ones. Do not be overly sensitive. Maintain a healthy lifestyle. Media has been a very essential tool in creating awareness and spreading education, but do not be overly obsessed with it because it can create fear and psychological stress. People with high anxiety levels have been seen to have very late improvement or no improvement at all. So please take care of your mental health because this will help in your overall recovery very rapidly. So that was all for today. Take care, people. Be happy, love yourself, and please don't forget to pray. Thank you so much. God bless.